Transline is on a linguistic mission to connect people worldwide with translations in around 160 languages. With over 30 years of experience, Transline finds efficient and elegant solutions for global players, whatever their requirements. In this clip, we're taking a closer look at the so-called translation memory and the questions: how does it work and what are its benefits? A translation memory, or TM for short, is a database used to store texts in the source and target language during the translation process. In other words, a storage tank for translations. Using a TM, texts that have been translated previously can be reused or recycled later. The principle behind the TM: translate, store, recycle. The more translations you feed into the TM, the larger the database becomes. A bit like a bookshelf that you keep adding books to. The aim is to reuse texts that have already been translated. Prior to translation, the tool breaks the source text down into small units, called segments. This is a fully automated process. Segments can be complete sentences or headlines, or they can be partial sentences, such as bullet points. During the translation process, each source segment is paired with a counterpart in the target language, the translation. Each of these pairs is then stored as a translation unit. This is how it works at Transline. First, we receive a translation order. The translator then uses a translation tool to work through the text, segment by segment. During this process, source and translation units are assigned to each other as pairs, and with every translation, the TM keeps growing. So, how can we use the memory as it grows? That's easy. We apply the translation memory to the next order. The tool then pre-translates all the segments that already exist in the TM. Our translators only have to check the proposed translation and decide whether to accept, adjust, or reject it. Text segments that have already been translated never need to be translated from scratch again. Notes that are repeated in multiple user manuals are classical examples of translation memory content, just like the ones in our translations for Miele. The translation memory automatically suggests a translation when it finds segments that are identical or similar to segments that have already been stored. These correspondences are called matches. The system assigns them different ratings. If a segment is absolutely identical and can be accepted as is, it's a 100% match. A segment that is only partially identical and has to be adjusted is called a fuzzy match. As the translation memory grows, translators save time and can work more efficiently. And customers benefit because they don't have to pay the full word price for matches. A large translation memory accelerates the translation process, so customers get their translations back a lot faster. Because the system reminds translators of the terms and wording they used in earlier jobs, the translations also remain consistent. For customers, this means improved quality in the target language texts. In short, translation memories support translators and boost customer satisfaction. There are numerous providers of translation memory systems, but all products work according to the same principle. Exchanging translation memories from different systems is usually no problem. With the help of an exchange format, we can use all data, whatever the source. To sum it up, a translation memory is a database that is continuously filled with translations. The more it grows, the more support it provides to translators by finding and suggesting translations that have already been stored. In turn, customers benefit from cost savings, faster turnaround times, and uniformly translated texts.